It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. Where 4 teams gets cut down to 2 here in the AFC. The divisional round contest is underway. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. They'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
1st and 10 from the 43. Another carry for him. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. His first throw is an interception. And the Bills have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Allen comes out throwing. This is Cox. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. So the first lead. Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Ravens nothing. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. And that's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play.
2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
All set to go.
Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Today, we continue with a terrific matchup in the divisional round. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. Off we go here in Baltimore. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is James Cook. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, throw here for Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
The motion man is Murray. On 3rd and 1, it's Allen. Open man, left pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the first down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. They'll throw on first down with Allen. He'll swing this one out to Cook. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Allen gonna throw again. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Trying to get into Dalton Kincaid there. And 3rd down coming up.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Jackson. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Pistol formation with Jackson. Moving to his right. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life, his speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Short, complete to Likely. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down. The Ravens turn things over to their field goal unit. That one is good. And the Ravens will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Play action. It's Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. This is 3rd and 6. One quarter in the books in this AFC divisional playoff. 3-0 is our score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. And they've got it with 3rd and 6 coming up. Allen working from the pistol. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming up.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll begin here on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action now. Jackson. Brandon Jackson in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up third down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up third and long, but most of the time is a very pass-happy situation, makes them very one-dimensional.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. 13. From the gun, Jackson. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. First down, Allen. Quick throw, taken in, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 4 at the Ravens' 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 4. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Now he'll run it.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. Tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the mark.
5-yard gain on the play. First down, Buffalo.
First and 10 now from the 36. Allen to throw. That'll be intercepted. Picked by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens will take over here just past the 30.
Allen's pass intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 40-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 7. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
46-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. To the air one more time with Jackson. Pass caught left side by Likely. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Already. Here comes 3rd and 6. Jackson up top again. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The motion man is Murray. On 1st down, it's Allen. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They motion the slot man left. To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one, and they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen going for it all. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Up the middle they go. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. As they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Second down and 8.
Return it. It's hot. Ready.
Throwing Jackson. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. They did uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
On third down, Jackson. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
The 18-yard line.
So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18.
No. You are X.
Here's Jackson. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and it'll bring up second down.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Again, it's Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Ravens. Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. And the Ravens are out to a 10-0 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
27-yard line.
Here's Allen now on first and 10. He's going to dial up another deep ball. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Pick by Malachi starts. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here, the third quarter underway. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. They go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Second down, Jackson. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
It's 3rd and 4. Jackson looking to throw. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Hot pass in the hands of Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. On the toss, they'll run. Past midfield to the 45. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. It's a big one for the Ravens. 38 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. Now, Jackson. And he'll take it on in. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Ravens. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. The extra point, up and good. And the Ravens move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Now Allen on 1st down. Short throw, that's pulled in by Mayer.
such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Round 80!
Take the handoff, and now it's Allen. Going up top. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Third down, it's Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
To throw again, it's Allen. He'll swing this one out to Cook, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Bills' first down.
The motion man is Murray. Throwing again is Allen. A dive and a catch. Incredible. A gain of 21 on that pass play. First down, Buffalo.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. Big-time play to secure that one.
And good red zone running here, taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pick up of 8.
Brings up second and a yard.
A good spot here, second and a yard.
319! Alert! 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 Alert!
To throw is Allen. He pulls it in around the 5. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
What's that?
Jacob will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. So even after the penalty, they're not going to rethink things. They'll stick with going for one. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good.
17. Bills 7. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end likely downfield. Still going. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Saving his best for the playoffs. His third touchdown of the game. No problem there on the extra point, and the Ravens up their lead. It's now 24-7. Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Play action now, and here's Allen. Here's a ball thrown deep, right sideline. That is caught! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Allen working from the pistol. Quick throw taken in. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
In motion, that's the tight end there. They'll go play action here with Allen. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. To the ground, the first down run. And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward, gain of about 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They'll stick with him again. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force him down for a loss.
Third and 6.
Yeah.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Motion man is Murray. On first down, it's Allen. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
First down, Bills.
Play action. Here's Allen. In trouble, and down he goes. The Pro Bowler the last 2 years, Nnamdi Madubuike, getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3.
Hairston on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Bills' 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
Tackles made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Sit on! Sit on!
They'll try to get this one on the ground.
Number 1 ball carrier. He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The Ravens turn things over to their field goal unit. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. So, on 4th down, they'll call out the field goal unit. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. From the gun, here is Allen. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Allen now on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, it's Allen. Now he'll air one out. He's got it! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Throw once more. Here's Allen. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
It's now 3rd down.
Alert, alert, alert. We go.
Here's Allen to throw. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
The motion man is Murray. A final shot now for Allen. That is caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They are moving on as the #1 seed. The victory means they lock down another home date next weekend as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.